hated Peyton. She was always around Lucas when Brooke and him were dating, and she knew it bothered Brooke. But when Peyton and Lucas were together, when Lucas would be around Brooke, Peyton would be mad. You know, patterns are very interesting because they always repeat themselves, even when you don't really pay attention. It happens all the time with people like work, friendships, family members. Patterns are always happening, but the thing that makes it even better about things is that when you notice patterns, you can fix them. And I always say, if you're going to be into somebody, notice patterns of things that they do, like who they hang out with, what they talk about, what they articulate themselves with, when they have free time, like who they put themselves in certain places, in certain faces, in certain areas, because you can tell a lot by a way a person carries himself based on the patterns. And I have to say that if I am a girl who is interested in a boy, I'm going to be studying him because I'm part of his fan club. I'm part of his fan club. I want to know everything about him. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to smooth my way in there. What do we have in common? What do we have that doesn't work for us? Like, I'm trying to study. Like, I'm trying to be all up in there because we have to have conversation. We have to have things to talk about. And in doing that, it allows me to understand, like, is he still talking to somebody? Like, is he interested in somebody else? Like, does he have, like, tendencies with past people? Like, trust me, I went to white girl school. I know all the tricks of the trade about what it means to have a crush on somebody because I remember I'd be the friend who'd be, like, translating back and forth between individuals. But for Brooke, this is a very interesting statement because when you say Peyton would always be around Lucas, that would be my first thumbs up. Like, even after the fact that she did that whole party thing where she was like, show us how you really feel, kiss Lucas. And even though Peyton was doing it like a big F you to Brooke and all the other things, it goes to show that you ain't paying attention. Like, you're paying attention to your narrative, but you're not paying attention to the full thing. When somebody's around somebody, usually that is a key sign that there's something going on. Now, if you are already best friends with this girl, this is your best friend, and you're interested in Lucas, why would you not assume that these two already have something going on? But in Brooke's mind, it's Brooke's world and everybody's just living in it. And I know that fans have taken the narrative of that from the show. They're like, we're Team Brooke forever and a day. And for a moment, I was happy about that because season 4 and season 5, she grew up a lot. For an extent. Like season 4, 5, and 6, it's all to the good. But from season 3 and backwards, it's kind of like if someone's around somebody all the time, most of the time, there's always going to be that. Like, Brooke's playing oblivious based on her narrative to want to be oblivious, to want Lucas, to want to have sex with Lucas. She's presenting herself in a strong narrative like, I'm Brooke. There's nobody else but me. How could you not see just me? Even if she is best friends with Peyton, Brooke's narrative does not go beyond the narrative of what's best for Brooke. So when she's peeping Lucas and Peyton together at this point, like when they're dating, like Brooke is dating Lucas and Lucas is dating Brooke, but he's always around Peyton, that narrative shouldn't have put herself in the third wheel. Like, for a moment, Brooke was like, okay, you feeling like a third wheel. Okay, so you ain't there yet. The second time, she's like, okay, so my boyfriend is really talking to you, and he's just having sex with me. Now, patterns are also tricky for the person who's a fan because that's what you're presenting yourself as. What she presented herself as is a good time girl. Now, she didn't go into all that, like, let's get to know each other, let's talk, let's have all this stuff. You're presenting yourself as a girl who's trying to have the sex. Like, men and women are very, like, surface level on certain things. Like, if you're just trying to present yourself as something to have sex with, big ups on that because that's all to the good. Like, consensual sex is good sex. If it's consensual, I'm all for it. And like I said in my previous video, Peyton and Brooke said no, so Lucas went and found someone who said yes, who just happened to be Lil Nikki, and Lil Nikki was given all the things on the Ferris wheel. So hey, who's mad at that? Public sex can also be intoxicatingly good sex, but it's still consensual. Anyway, so the narrative of always saying that Peyton and Lucas are horrible, no, Peyton is horrible, but not for the reasons that you guys believe, because my reasons are different. And Brooke's horrible based on the fact that she ain't really paying attention. Like, when you really do see it for the third time, or the fourth time, or the fifth time, the sixth time, and it's always just Peyton and Lucas being around each other, that should have been the first clue. But you're so conceited, and you're so vapid, and you're so into yourself, and you're so, who else could compete with me? Like, don't get me wrong, Brooke gorgeous and everything, but that narrative, that third wheeling, that I'm just being used, that you put yourself out there for just these things. Now, normally, sometimes it can grow into more, but when you put yourself out there, and there are patterns prior to, and you're really putting yourself in the narrative of, it's all about me, what did you expect was going to happen? Because I feel like the fairy tale is always good, but it's not exactly what it ends up being. Like, do you see? You see what I'm saying?